What's going on, guys? It's your boy TJ the Motivational Realtor, and welcome to another edition of Tiny Talk Tuesday. Let's go. I'm so glad that you could join me once again. Now listen, before I even get into my Tiny Talk, I just want to give it up for my guy Emmanuel for throwing the Amp Your Life Summit this past weekend. If you missed it, man, you missed something so great. There were people in the room, and that's what I'm getting into today, right? I'm getting into your level of exposure. Whatever you are exposed to, that's what's gonna cause you to go to the next level. Like, let me put it like this. I remember as a child, I was exposed to being on the north side of Jacksonville, and I'm not talking about the airport road, right? I'm talking about the bad part of the north side. But what happened was, as I got a little bit older, we moved to the west side. I started seeing things a little bit different. More than just going to the pool, I knew about going to the beach, right? And when I knew about going to the beach, then I seen all the oceans, then I knew that there was something much bigger out there for me to see. And that's what I want to talk to you about today. Like, all you've seen all your life is poverty. All you've seen all your life is people struggle to pay bills, people who may have made $30,000, $40,000 a year, and that's all you were exposed to. And I come to tell you today, it's not your fault that that's all you were exposed to, and it's not their fault. They did the best that they could, but now it's time to go to the next level of exposure, because once you go to the next level of exposure, it pulls you out of that old scene and takes you into a new scene. Like, put it like this. If you're the smartest person in your room and all you know is $40,000, and there is somebody in another room that makes $1 million a year, then you need to get into that other room, because what it's gonna do is take you from $40,000 and at least pull you to $100,000. I'm just trying to tell you, stop focusing on where you are right now and get exposed to the next level. We were in the room with big hitters, guys, 7 figures, 8 figures, 9 figures, and this is the biggest thing. They were Christian. Like, most of my life, I felt in my heart that if I became wealthy, if I became rich, that was a bad thing. I didn't have an understanding of what it meant to be, that it's easier for a rich man to enter into, it's easier for the camel to enter into the eye of the needle than for a rich man to get into the kingdom of heaven. I didn't understand that contextually. And what that really means is there used to be a gate, right, in Israel. And what would happen is when you would go to a new city, you would go through this gate, and it was called the eye of a needle. And the camel, he would have a rich man on top of him, and everything that the rich man had, all of his money, all of his clothes, everything will be on the camel carrying it. Well, in order for the camel to get through this eye of the needle, this gate, he would have to bend down and take everything off of him. And so now I understand it's talking about him getting through the actual gate, that we have to bow ourselves down and be willing to give everything up in order to get into the kingdom of heaven. That's not even talking about riches, right? So I just want you to know today that there is nothing wrong with getting riches. There is nothing wrong with being wealthy. It's the love of money that is the root of all evil. So before you think today that you can't be rich because you're a Christian, before you think that you can't be rich or that you can't go to the next level, I want you to think about this. I want you to think about your children. I want you to think about those around you. I want you to think about the people that love you. I want you to think about the people who need to be pulled out of these situations that they are in, trying to sell drugs, whatever they are doing. And I want you to think about them and think about taking them out of those situations. Once you start to think about those things, once you get your loved ones in your heart, once you get these situations in your heart and you get into that next room, I promise to you, you're going to the next level. It's your boy TJ the Motivational Realtor. I love you guys. I hope that you have a great week. Stay focused this week and get exposed. Peace.